Good morning everybody, it's Bella here from RachandBellaCrafts, and we've come to an exciting time of the year. It's Christmas collaboration time and we're going to have some fun. So what are we up to? Rachel has done an amazing idea. She's got an amazing idea and it's called a crafter's Christmas hop. So that's a bit of a mouthful. There's the hashtag up here. So if you do put any of your makes that you've copied or done watching the videos and you want to show them off, then please put them in the Facebook page under a Crafter's Christmas Hop, or even put them on our YouTube if you've got a YouTube channel and you want to join in. So what have we got then? We got a collaboration from RachandBellaCrafts featuring an amazing team of fellow YouTubers. Join us for our freebies and giveaways at RachandBellaCrafts, and it began on the 1st of November, and Rachel did a fabulous introduction video, and you actually see her face to face, which was lovely, and she does look gorgeous. And now the collaboration kits are now available on our website, www.RachandBellaCrafts.com. Okay, so if you want to take a shot of that, you may, and I'm going to put that over there. And these are the lineup for the crafters. Now, I'm not going to read out all the names, but we're very grateful to those of you that have agreed to join in. And I hope your videos do really, really well. So please encourage them. Like and comment on all of the videos. Rachel's got all the information about this collaboration on the previous video that you hopefully have watched already. So I don't need to repeat all that. I know she likes us too, but I've got a lot to do. So there we go. I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm going to calm down because I haven't made a video for a long time. So please bear with me. And we've got a very special day going on today, which is Saturday. And my granddaughter's going in for her baby. And we're waiting news to see how that progresses. So if I'm a little bit wound up, you know why. There's a new baby on the way. And her name is Lily Grace. Okay, so what are we going to do? So we got some freebies from Rachel today. Lovely freebies. I printed them off. I just printed them off. And we may or may not use them. I'm sure Rachel has used them. But they look fun, don't they? And it ties in nicely with what we're doing today. And we're doing Flippy Flappy folder with an envelope, with envelopes. Right, I'm going to put those aside for a moment. And I'm going to show you some of what I've got left of the pages. Now, this is on thicker pages paper. It's 120 GSM, whereas those that I've just shown you are just on copy and paper. Can you see the difference? You can almost see through that one, whereas this is a nice weight. And that was what was in my printer at the time. So here's just a few of the pages that is in the kit. I'll quickly go through them. This is what I've got left to play with. And as you know, with kits, you can always go back and print out more. I've got a frog in my throat, and I always get, because I've got asthma, if I get nervous, I get this in my throat. So I do apologise if I'm pecking a bit. Isn't that pretty? And these are absolutely lovely. So that's just a couple of the pages, and there's loads and loads and loads of background pages, which I will show you in what it is I am making. Now, this is what I'm making. Let me just make sure I'm in the middle. And we've used envelopes, as you can see. So I'm going to measure the whole thing to start with, so you get an idea of, so that's 9 inches, okay, complete. So that's 9 inches. I'm not sure what Rachel has done, but mine is 6.5 by 9 inches. And if you want it in centimeters, not quite 16.5 wide and 23 centimeters long. Okay, so there you go. So this is what I've made, because the idea is that I take something that Rachel has decided to use from her channel, and she chose this folder because she likes to make these ephemera folders, doesn't she, when she starts off. And she said, we'll do one of those, Mum. I said, fine. So, you know me and Flippy Flappy things. Brenda knows I'm not into that because my brain works in a different direction to Rachel's. She loves them. I find them difficult to get my head around, so I haven't done many Flippy Flappies, okay? And I've done something a little bit more different to what Rachel is planning. So if you watch Rachel's, you'll see that she's made, hopefully, a folder of some sort with envelopes, and this is what I've done. So this is going to be my flap. I'm going to put eyelet in there, and we'll do that next. And then you open it up, okay, and you open it up, and you open it up. I haven't dressed it yet because that's my task today, to dress up the envelopes and what's inside here. Now, what is inside here? So let me close this back up. Not sure which way that went, but never mind. There we go. And so what have we got? We've got a little journal. So I've decided to put a little journal in mine. So we've got a pocket here, we've got a pocket here, and we've got a pocket here. When I glued that down, I forgot about putting a pocket on there, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be the same. And then I'm going to stitch that into there. So there I will have just a little journal. And the idea is that, if you can see the numbers here, I'm going to make a December daily out of mine, okay? If you haven't heard of a December daily, then the idea is that you go throughout, you make your journal obviously in November, then you go into December, and you've got day 1, which I've got down here, and you put that on the page there, day 1, either there or probably on there, and then you can write or put pockets in, do whatever you like inside the little journal. I've done enough pages to last me through to Christmas Day, hopefully. But the thing is, you can always add it. I can always undo it and put more pages in if I want to. So this is what we're up to, okay? So I'm going to remove that a second. Just pop that up there. I don't want that in yet. And then the other idea is then, as the ephemera folder, all my ephemera, which I have cut out here, will then start to go in these pockets, all right, as you will see as we go along. So let's put our eyelet in. Let's do that and get that done, and then I can forget about that before I lose the eyelet. All right, so I've got the eyelet there ready, and I always write B and S on there, big, small, all right, so I know. And then let's just move that a little bit. Hope you can see this. Right, now you can move these. I don't know whether you're aware of it. Okay, you could even put a little dot in there if you wanted. See, there you go. Let's turn it like that. Do it like that. And turn it round, and she shot off. Okay, it's a good start, isn't it? Never mind. I think I'll leave it like that. Right, so I put mine in that way. And press. That's lovely. Now, I've got a little hammer. I'm not going to do it now because you won't want the noise. But mine, sometimes it doesn't go in as I should, and I just tap it down like that. And that's fine. Okay, so for the moment, what I'll do, I'll just press it down with that. That's it, that's fine. Okay, so that, now we've got our eyelet in case I forget it. And then I'm going to put some crinkly, I've forgotten what this is called, but you know what it is, don't you? It's like a seam binding, but it's called something else. And I'm going to use that to tie it up. And I think we may use the green. I haven't got red. We may use the gold. We'll see. Or I may use the ribbon. We'll see as we go along. Okay, so this is the idea. So we can put that away now. All right. So I hope you're with me. Let me just check it is recording. Yes. Right. So where are we? Now, what I wanted to do here, I've done this one ready to save time. I'm going to put that on there. All right, so we'll do that next. Let me get my glue. I hope you're all well and are fighting fit and getting ready for the collaboration. as you know, Rachel has moved house again, so she's back with her partner, and much more cozy than the house that she was in. So I'm very relieved that she's back home. There were reasons for her doing that, which are private, which I will not divulge, but she's got a lovely warm wood burner, so I know she's going to be very warm and tucked up nicely in the winter. So I've done these ready as well, so get some of these ready if you want to. Okay, now let's open those out, and that one, and then what I thought I would do, I'm going to, yeah, I have inked, most of it I've inked, so let's get this one. Now I like to put those like that. I don't know which way you do it, but I like to do it like that. Okay, so that's that one. I will put the darker one down the bottom. Don't ask me why, it just feels right. This this glue is a little bit slippery, so I have to take my time, get rid of all the gunge. All right, so that's the first pocket. My nose is itching. My husband hasn't been sleeping very well, and he was up again early this morning, and he's put the heating on, and it's been really cold the last few days, but today I'm absolutely roasting, which is okay, that's fine, but you know, at my age, I don't want to be hot. I don't want to be cold, but I don't want to be really hot, which I am at the moment. So if I take my shoes and slippers off, now what I thought I would do, I would put that one on there like that. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to think about this now, because it's going to overlap a little bit. These fussy cuts are really cute, aren't they? I'll go up a little bit like that, and then I don't know why that will fit in there. Show you it's a pocket. Yes, so there's the pocket there, and there's the pocket there. Now I need something now to go on here, and I thought I would put that one on there like that. And I think what I'll do, so I hope you've got your fussy cuts ready and you're copying. So you want to make your folder, follow Rachel's instructions. I haven't told you how I made this, have I? I told you I'd be all a doodah, but never mind. Do you all know what that means, all a doodah? Confused. That's the story of my life. Now, I think I should have put that one down there. Now, you're all shouting at me now, aren't you? Because when I put something in there, but that's okay. That's all right. Just have to be very gentle with it, all right? So that's that one. I think we'll do this one next. What was I going to do on here? Now, this one I was going to put up here like this. Make sure I'm in the screen. These pockets are handy, aren't they? Now, I've numbered these just so I know where I'm putting them. Okay, to save time. Nope. And then you can put a little tuck in there, because I didn't want to hide this. When you've got lovely papers, it's very difficult to cover them up. There we are. That's that one. Now I've got something here. Yes, my brain is working, guys. This one I've got ready, and I thought I would put a book page on here, only because this is very, very busy, and I thought that would sit nicely on there. It's just a piece of book page. I've turned it over at the top to make it a bit stronger, okay? Well, we've had a very busy time, I can tell you. Oh, by the way, we finally finished my laundry room, because it does have a toilet in there. It was just the way that they'd planned it when we moved here, because this is our house. We lease this house or rent it. Okay. Just want to get rid of that excess glue because I don't want that page sticking to this. Okay, so bear that in mind. There we are, that looks nice. It's oozing out a bit, but never mind. There we go. And then that one, I thought I would put down here like this, just to break it up a bit. I know the words are on sideways, but I don't think it matters. You're getting the effect, aren't you? I think I will take it right the way down. It's not quite. There we go, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to put that on there. I've been really busy getting this ready because it's taken a while. And that's going on here like so. I might move it down a little bit actually, because it is a pocket after all said and done, isn't it? So there we go, that's that one. So that breaks up that page, covering his face. Look at that. Now I've made these with these. Now, I'm sorry, guys, I don't know where I got this. I think Rachel gave it to me, so I'm not sure where she bought that. But you can buy these. I'm sure they're on Amazon or somewhere. And I've made a few of these. So I've been having a bit of fun with the kit, and I just stamped over the top of the kit, okay? So that's going on there like that. Now it can either go down there or it can go up. Actually, I think I prefer it down there. There we are. And then something will go in there, but I don't think that will fit in there. Just a little bit too small for that one. So we'll pretend that is a tag, and that can go in there like that. Okay, so there's that pocket done. There's that one, and I've done one up here as well. Okay, very simple but effective, I think. All right, now you can put more on as you go along. So that's going to go on here. So I'm using things out of the kit. Okay, so that was going on here, and I have inked them ready. So yes, guys, if you need labels, make your own. It's as easy as anything. All you need is some ink. You just get, I think I'm going to need to move that over a fraction. I'm adding these pockets because I wish I'd done something this side instead of doing it this side. Okay, guys? And you can see that that was an envelope, and I haven't covered those, because this is just an ephemera folder for the journal, which will be inside. Okay, so that's that, and there's a tag there, so that can go in there. All right, and if I wanted to, well, I've got a couple of tags there which I haven't backed yet, because as I say, this, you could put that up there, but then we'll see. I might decide to do that. That wasn't straight, so there we are. That's better. As soon as I put that on there, I could see it wasn't straight. Just do that a minute. Let's have a think. Right, so that's the inside of the envelopes. So if you've watched Rachel, she will have shown you how to put this together, and that's her part of the exercise, okay? Now that goes that way, and that goes that way, and that goes that way. There we go. Now, what we could do, if you wanted to, you could put something on this side here. And the reason I'm using book page is to break things up. Now, I could put something there with, I haven't shown you the fussy cuts, have I? Look, I've got them all cut out ready, and they're absolutely beautiful, all of them. Okay, and I've got these cut out as well. I mean, that would be lovely on there. Got these lovely, oh, look at this bell. Oh, that would be rather nice on there, wouldn't it? Now, I haven't inked that, so I'm going to have to be very gentle with this because it's just hanging, look. So, my fussy cutting, took me ages to cut this out, guys. So I'm not going to be too harsh with it because it will fall apart. So I'll be glad to get this one. There we go, that'll do. So I'm going to put that on there. So let's put this. I know I'm covering up the thing, but the idea is that we dress the envelopes as well, okay? So I can do more inside on the journal, if you understand what I mean. I don't have to worry too much about covering things on the envelopes because they're just envelopes, or envelopes, whichever way you say it. Now I want to make sure that's straight. Well, that glued straight away, so I can't move it if I wanted to. So, but there we go. So that one's on there, and I think that looks rather nice. And I was wondering about whether or not I would put Joy up here. But I would have to trim it, wouldn't I? So if I just tear that off a little bit, there and there. I'll put too much ink on there now, so I'm not sure I'm going to use it. I'm going to think about that because I made a mess of that. I've also got, and these I used, what did I use? I used this little box and I don't know where it came from, but they were so cute, like that, look. So if you've got anything like that, or the ones that connect together, you can do all kinds of things. And that's just off the book page here, look. Okay? Rachel has got, I don't want to put anything over the flower, so we'll leave that. So that's that, all right? And are we going to put anything up here? Well, we've got, that'd look a bit funny there, wouldn't it? So I've got a bow there. What have I got? I could put that one there, but I think it would cover too much, don't you? Could put it down there. I think I'm going to wait a minute. Let me see what I've got here. Now it needs to be something book page. That's what we need. When you've got a busy page like this, you need to break it up with something like this, look. So I'm going to put that on there. I know that sounds ridiculous. Why am I covering it over? But the idea is that we're going to add ephemera to enhance what's already there and to use our lovely fussy cuts. So I think I've got a very tall gentleman here somewhere. Where have you gone? There he is. I don't know whether that's going to work. Oh, I think so, don't you? And then I think a label, excuse me stretching across. Maybe a plain one or something. See, I've done those as well. Maybe a plain one would be better for him to stand on. Yeah, that looks okay. You might have other ideas. There was so much to be fussy cut that I haven't inked everybody, guys. So everything. So please forgive me for inking. I usually try and get it done, but I just run out of time. There's a lot going on in this house, I can tell you. We've had an engagement. We've got a wedding coming up in February. And as I say, the baby's due any time. Today, tomorrow. I'm leaving that up because this needs to go underneath. I am an inker. So if you don't like inking, you don't have to. This is just pure choice. I think that should be up the other way, but I don't care. Doesn't matter, does it? Let me put that down there a little bit. So he's actually standing, maybe. There we go. I hope you're on screen. There we are. Isn't he cute? And the colours match that as well. So that's that. Now, what are we doing here now? So I'm going to close that up. I'm not sure what to put on here. I've got to be honest, I confess. Now I could put a bow. What about the bow? We've got a bow there, we've got a bow there. Let's see what else we've got, shall we? We could put this little chap there, but he'd look a bit strange stuck up in the sky, wouldn't he? Lovely little teddy. So much. Rachel put so much. See, that would be a bit odd. But I think the bow is the best. But let me see if I've got something. These are quite big, aren't they? And I did these half the size, by the way. You can do that. What about those? Oh, they're pretty. Yes. Let's do that. I don't want too much ink on them, but just so that they pop. I think that would be lovely on there. It's so warm in here. My ink is going all spludgy. Not my ink, my glue. Let me get this the right way up. Oh, I think that's perfect on there, don't you? Lovely. That just blends in nicely, half and half. And then if I wanted a word, Rachel's got these lovely words here. So we got snow, winter solstice. What about that one? Or magical Christmas. Can you see them? Snow cap. Oh, what about snow-capped rooftops? Let me try that one. I'm a bit quiet, guys, because I'm thinking. Right, you can go back over there. I'll put this dress on to be jolly, but my sleeves are getting in the way. Right. Now, what about just that down there like that? And I'm not sure how much you can see, but I think that'll do fine down there. All right. Now, I think time's ticking on, so we need to move along a bit. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just snow-capped rooftops. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There. And if we wanted to put something on here, I could put the joy on there, or I could put the joy on there. Let's put the joy on there. I need to get a clean piece of, there we are, that's that one. Do we need a word on here? What do you think? Snow blanket. Frosted garland. Golden glow. Oh, yes, golden glow. That will do nicely. Oh, these are fun, aren't they? What's that? Rubbish. Right. They're a bit small, but I did say to Rachel, do you think they ought to be bigger? But she said they're okay for tags, but I don't know whether I've made them smaller than what they actually are. I don't know. Where was I going to put this? Oh, golden glow up here. There we are. Don't know whether you'll notice it, but it's something else, isn't it? So there's that, there's that, there's that. I love those. I think they're cute. Okay. And then we open it up like this. And then we've got these other things here as well. I've got lots on the side here. That's too big there. What you could do there, actually, you could overlap it like that and then put something smaller in there and maybe something like that. So you've got another pocket for your ephemera. Okay? Or I could put that on there with this lovely little chap here. Oh, I think I'm going to do that. He's jolly, isn't he? Right, let's get rid of this. All the rubbish, fold it in half. I tell you what, guys, you've got plenty to play with. You're not going to be short of ephemera. Make sure that's straight and make sure I'm on screen. Yes. And let's just pop Charlie on. Quite a bit to put on. There we are. Isn't he cute? And look, there's a little girl there and there's a little boy there. It's a shame he's facing the other way, but never mind. His face is facing upwards and so is hers. Lovely jubbly. All right. Now I need something to go up here. What have we got? Do you think that, or do you think another? I think probably that, because otherwise, the boot looks as if he's flying in the air. There's a song about that, isn't there? I won't sing it. I don't want to get told off for singing. Right. So I'm going to put that on there. Well, that worked out well, didn't it? Yeah, the glue's gone all soft, guys. It's Chris's fault. There we are. That's lovely. That's pretty. Really pretty. Yes, I'm going to pop that down there, or I could pop that on there. As I say, I haven't inked everything, but I'm being as quick as I can. I'll go gently this time so I don't, no, it's still going soft. Look at that. I think the weather's changed actually. It's got much warmer. That's nice there. Let's get that glue out from under there. There we are. Gosh, guys, we've got so much to play with, I tell you. I think I'm going to put a label up here. And you can just go on and on and on. Now, this is the labels I've been making that I told you about. And that says Joy on there. Okay, so that's that. let's do the other side now. Oh, this is fun. And I think I'm going to put love up there. There we are. They're not dead straight, but it doesn't matter. Am I bothered? No. What else have we got? We got lots of things over here. I think we need something bigger. What do you think? Let's try these. Oh, I tell you what. I've got this lovely Father Christmas here. He'd be nice on there, but I think he needs something behind it. These are too big. I don't think... Now, if that been the other way... Right. What about her? No, I got 3 little people then. I don't want three little people. That's too big, but he's gorgeous, isn't he? I love that. He's too big. All right, we're going to have to go with the smaller ones, I think. Oh, no, it's another little chap. Okay, let's go back to the small ones. I hope you're still with me. What about that? Merry Christmas. I think this would be nice, actually. Yes, that's the one. There you go. There we are. Oh, this glue. Look at the state of this glue. It's the strangest thing, and it's been so cold here. Oh, there's another one there. That's too big. Oh, isn't that fun? I tell you what, this is really gripping. The glue might be a little bit gungy, but it's gripping like mad. Now, that's quite busy, isn't it? Yes. Now, do we want something on here? What about a Father Christmas? We haven't had a Father Christmas yet, have we? Or we've got this little girl. I tell you what, that would be nice there. If it would glue over the top of this washi tape. Can you see? Yes, I can see my hand. What do you think? We don't want another little girl. Oh, there we go. What about that? That would be nice. Well, we're spending some time doing this decorating, aren't we? No, did I have any more? No, I didn't. Of course, there's another possibility. No, that didn't look right on there. I'm not sure that's right on there either. Got the globe. Is that the one I had just now? Oh. Oh, that is sweet, isn't it? What if we put that on there? I know it's busy, but it's meant to be busy. It's Christmas. And I've got to put all my ephemera in yet. Let's put those on there a second. Now that's going to be tricky to glue, I think, so I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that a moment, and I'm going to sew in my journal if I can find it. There we go. I think that looks lush on there, don't you? And I've got some pages in there. These are the background pages, by the way, like that. And I've used background pages on these. That, I don't think that one is, but that one definitely is. There we are. That needs gluing down because my ink ran out. So I thought, right, I'm not going to waste it. Now I need to put that away a moment because there's glue everywhere. Excuse my arm. Put that over there. Put that up there. And then we can have a look out, see how this looks. Right. Okay. So if I put that on there like that, and this one here, make sure that is sitting right in the crease there. Okay, so I'll check that in a moment. Push that down so it does that, and then what I'm doing, I'm just pushing a hole through. You see it coming out there, look. 1, 2, 3. There we are. So that was easy, wasn't it? And I've got my string here. The only thing I haven't got out is my needle. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now, this string is supposed to be waxed, but it isn't. So I bought one of these beeswax, okay? And all I do is this. Pull it hard, and I put it through twice. Then it becomes nice and stiff, all right? So if you find that, if you buy something like that, let's find my needle. It's fallen out, there it is. And then we'll stitch it in, and then that will be in. I don't know how long this video is, but I know you girls wind it on sometimes because I'm not fast enough for you, but there we are. That's it. Lovely. It's nice and easy, wasn't it? Lovely. And if you use a needle that hasn't got a point on it, then you shouldn't get it caught in this wax cotton, all right? Hopefully. And then you'll be able to pull it tight then. There we are. Let me put that over there so I don't lose it. Take those off. So that's our December daily in our journal. Let me see how tight that is. That looks fine, doesn't it? And the nice thing about the wax cotton, it will stick to itself and you haven't got to worry about somebody holding that. So I've cut my nails and I can't grip anything, guys. So bear with. There we go. Cut that bit off. So there we are. Where are we? Now, did I put it in upside down? No. Ha ha! That was pure luck, if you want to call it that. Because I didn't even think about that. I must have done it by eye without realising it. So there we are, guys. That's going to go on there like that. Now, we could keep going and putting more and more decorations in. But what I wanted to show you is how the ephemera works. So I've got ephemera here. Got loads of it cut out. So what I thought I would do here, That one's going in the other side. None of this is inked, by the way. So I'm putting my lovely tags are going in there. These can go in here. Like so, all right? And then these can go this side. As I say, there's not a pocket here. I made a mistake with that, but it doesn't matter. And then we've got these lovely, and when they're inked, these are going to be gorgeous. These are the postcard toppers. So I'll just show you what that's like. So there's a few of those, and they can go in here. And then there's this. Now I know I haven't used the, they can go in there like that, and I can move those up there like that. All right, so we've got all your ephemera in there like that, and then we've yet to put our pockets in, so I may come back on and finish this off, because this has turned into a very long video. Now these guys are the ones that Rachel makes these lovely shapes with, and when they're inked up, they do look really nice. So I'm just going to ink just to show you one, and then they can either go on a page or they can go on as a belly band, and then you can put things behind them. Okay, that was one I cut out as well, so they can go in there. So there's plenty of room in here for all your ephemera. Okay, so that goes in there, that goes there, and these little tags can go in here like that. And we've got lots of things to store. And they can go down in here like this. All right, you need a pair of tweezers to get them out, but never mind, doesn't matter. So I've got all these. That can go in there like that. And also we got these. They're not inked, but remember now, this is just for storing the ephemera, all right? So they can go in there, and that doesn't inhibit that. And these can go this side. Doesn't want to come up. I've got no nails. That was silly, cutting my nails, wasn't it? They can go in there like that. That can go behind there like that. Okay, guys? And we got a big pocket here, haven't we? I could have put, I'll tell you what I could put in there are these. They can go down in there like that. It's getting chunky, and they can go in there like that. Now, whether this is going to close or not, I'm not sure, because she's got quite chunky now. Oh, we could put something in there, couldn't we? And that could go in there. I know it's matching, but we got these little bookmarks as well, so they could go down behind there like that. So here we go. Oh, we got, perhaps I'll put that up there. So we got more ephemera. And where have I put the, oh, here. And we got all these to go in, but they need to go inside something. All right, so let's just tie it up. I think I'm going to use the green. I don't know what you think. What I wanted to do was put these. Guys, I've got glue everywhere. Bear with me now, because Bella's got arthritis in her hands, so they don't work really well. So that's that one. That's one. Can you hear it? There we are. And then we tie that up. I'm just going to tie it for now. Okay, and then it will go round like that, round like that. I could have left that a bit longer, but I can adjust that. Yay! Now, I could use a bigger piece of, in fact, I might do that and I'll take a photograph of it afterwards. Well, that didn't work, did it? But you get the general idea. Okay, I'm going to stop the camera, I'm going to fiddle, and I'm going to try some different things, and then I show you on the photographs. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Bye for now. Okay, I've just popped back on to show you one thing I forgot to tell you about, and that was, by the way, I put the red bow on because I think that looked better. So that's that, and that's all beautiful. So that's that done. But what I was going to say to you, and I forgot, is that you don't have to use envelopes. Not everybody's got envelopes. This one I had as from Rachel. So there's that one. But I've made some envelopes with this envelope maker. So you may or may not have them. So depending on how big you want to make your envelopes, you can make them square, or you can make them long like this, and then you can use those instead of using the envelopes on here. All right, so I just popped back on to tell you about that. That was one I had as well. So there's another one that I've made, and you can alternate those like that, look. Just the same. And there's the one out of the kit that is already an envelope, so you could use that as well. So you can make your own if you want to out of the actual kit. All right, and then you can make them all different sizes. So I just thought I'd pop back on and tell you that. If you're not sure how to use this, it's got numbers on it. Let me get up a bit closer. I don't know whether you can see the numbers. And what it says there is the paper size that you would use. So depending on whether you want it square or long, you would choose, say, that one is, I think I use the 6.5, I think. So your score line would be 3 1/8, which is up here, look. Sorry, here, 3 1/8. Pop a paper in there, punch that, and then you get your corner out, and so on. All right, so if you need me to show you how to use that, let me know. All right, guys, so I just thought I'd pop back on and tell you that. I didn't use the green. I didn't like it, so I took it off. All right, and there she is. Thanks for watching. Take care now. Oh, and by the way, my granddaughter is now in labour, so please pray for her. And by now, when you watch this on Monday, the baby will be born, of course. I just realised. Bye for now.